for Stuart by renewing the sense of community within our own church. Now, when we launch small groups, we feel that this is the best way for us to relate to one another inside of the church. In fact, Jesus was the creator of the small group, wasn't he? He had a set of 12 disciples that he was constantly pouring into, and they lifted each other up, and they did life together, like Michaela called it, and they ate with one another, prayed with one another, worshiped with one another, and that was all outside of the physical building of the synagogue and the churches and the temple and so forth. Now, we must constantly stay on our mission. And in order to do that, I think we first need to be for ourselves. Now you might say, well, didn't you just say we need to get into small groups? But we do need to be for ourselves because we have to root ourselves in our relationship with God. That's the vertical aspect of our spiritual journey. We must stay connected to God through the reading of His Word. We must stay connected to God through our disciplines of daily devotionals and prayer. And also, we're going to get this vertical relationship through small groups as well. Because when we are in a small group, we are keeping each other accountable to God. So if someone sees me straying a bit, they can correct my path to make sure I am rooted with God. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be for yourselves and just sign up for a bunch of appointments at your local spa and joining a new golf club or something like that. It's about our relationship with God the Father. Now, we also need to be for each other. That's the horizontal aspect of our spiritual journey. That's what we're doing here today, isn't it? We're worshiping with one another. We're praying with one another. But we want to see you in a small group as well. In fact, this is not only what Jesus wanted as the original creator of the small group, but it is a very Methodist thing to do. And we are First United Methodist Church. See, John Wesley knew the importance of it and what Jesus had set up in his ministry, that he organized his societies into classes, which were like small groups, and bands, which were smaller small groups where men would meet with men and women would meet with women. He saw the value in growing with one another in this fashion. But once we have the vertical and the horizontal aspects of our relationship, then we can more effectively go out into the community and into the world to transform it. Now, if we had the opportunity to have a small group right now, I might ask a question. What do we want to be known for as a church? What do we want First United Methodist Church to be known for? We've existed here for 125 years. We just celebrated that this past year. What do we want to be known for as we go into the next 100+ years? Now, we do have an opportunity to take this small group idea for a spin this morning, and I'm going to ask for class participation to show you that small groups are indeed a blessing. Now, you're kind of sitting by some other people. You don't have to go crazy and moving around. Just look over your shoulder, look to the people next to you. And I want you to just, if you don't know them or don't know them well, ask a little bit about them. We're going to take 3 minutes. See if there's something you could be praying for them, or if you have a prayer request, let them know. Then, ask yourselves, what do we want to be known for? And just throw out an idea. There's no wrong answers. What do we want to be known for? And this is what a small group would look like. We would meet 3 to 4 times a month at a home or a restaurant or here at the church, wherever you want to do it. And this is how we will grow in our faith and our service together. So, I'm going to let you go for it right now. We're going to have 3 minutes of small group this morning.